Did you ever had those journey with battling with the gods? At one point in time, when you're coming into self, you have to battle with them.
No battles. I'm gonna say just yet.
Or you didn't have it.
All of my roaring spirits have been tamed and balanced.
Been
Truly,
balanced. Okay.
truly.
All right.
I've spoken with them.
Good. Good.
And
Good.
from my authority, it goes like this: mentally and just even physically. I am the first and final voice that speaks from this vessel. No other authority speaks for me
Yeah.
except for me, and all that is desired to
That's
be
right. Exactly.
requested in the behalf of this thing I call a body, speak now. So whoever in whatever entity is gonna speak forward, okay, yeah, speak now, forever hold your peace kind of situation.
Yeah.
And it's
Don't
really
allow them to take over.
right.
Yeah.
But and so the preparation is getting to the point where you can actually recognize, oh shoot, somebody else is finna attempt to speak,
Yeah.
or trying to speak,
Speak.
or
Yeah.
speaking. And it's like, is that me? No, that ain't me.
Exactly. You have to get to that point.
Gotta
And
get to
when the thoughts are coming too, you have to say, because I remember I was going through the point and I was like, when I never understood, when I was battling with Seth and thought, right? And he would just walk through the walls, walk through anything and come, and then it would put me in a trance. And I'm saying, these are not my thoughts. And I call up a friend of mine and I'm like, something is wrong with my mind. and, and this was before Jasmine merged with ISIS and all of these things happened. And I'm like, I'm battling everywhere I go. It's finding me, and we're battling. And I'm like, no, this is something is wrong with my mind. Somebody's trying to control my mind because these are not my thoughts. I don't feel like this. I don't. And then sometimes they will come and get you overwhelmed with these sexual experiences, with these sexual feelings, or telling you
yeah.
thoughts or stuff. And I'm like, but that's not me. And I'm like, where this coming from? This is not me, because I'm not like, I've never been like a sexual person.
Yeah.
I've always just been obsessed about the self and the truth and these things. And I'm saying, but no, this is just not. And then sometimes he would come and he would tap me, he tap a point, and it would make me go into an orgasm. Tap a point on me in the sleep.
Just to mess with you.
Yeah, and then I remember one time I entered into this abyss, into this blackness, and it was an ocean of blackness because I was trying to figure out how to exit, how to leave, and I realized that I couldn't leave like that, and he was battling with me in there, and he says to me, "I'm gonna rape you." And I started fighting, but I was drowning, going underneath into the and then the the supreme come and saved me and brought me out, and I woke up out of the dream. Oh my god, he was just tormenting me, tormenting me, tormenting me, tormenting me.
Wow.
He was tormenting me for years. I couldn't meditate on nothing because he would come and would just
He's
come in the
on
body
the
and
inner
take
chamber. Yeah, yeah.
and suck the energy, and I would feel so drained, lethargic, and weak. Yeah, because I did not know that what the whole that he did not want me to come into awareness because of what I represented for him, that his days of ruling was going to be over, because Seth is the one that created the the Caucasian.
Mm.
Did you know that?
No, break it down.
Yeah, Seth is the one that created, because he wanted to created his own group of people where he put his DNA, mix his DNA, because he wanted for them to be more magnetic. So they had more mind, so they would be more into the mind than the heart. So this is the reason why the darker skinned people, for the most part, are more connected with the sun, with the heart, and he created them so that they would be his people, and they would fight against, they would join him, and he would get all their souls so he could fight to take over the world, to become the supreme. But he had a mental sickness because he was joined with the consciousness, and they all align, make an alignment together to take over the world. Yeah. So he was, because Seth was in, when he was in Egypt, he came as a duality being too. And so when the body expired, he was doing a whole lot of things to keep the body. But of course, when the body expired, he had to go back to being disembodied. You know what I'm saying? So this was when he was creating, mixing his DNA and creating all these different kind of beings. That's why he started the prejudice against the darker skinned people, because they were from the sun, and they associated with the moon, because the moon is consciousness. The moon is the sun of consciousness, which is obscure. The light is obscure, and all of them, they become moons because their light is obscure. They're all suns, but because their light is obscure, they become a moon. So people think that, like, all the stars you see in the sky, they are all our suns. All the stars are suns. Yeah.
Pretty much.
So that's what the Supreme said. All the stars that you see, that you think are planets, they're all suns. All the planets are suns. They are beings. And all of us, our light is obscure. The soul, they are the stars that you see so far away, because when you turn your light on, you're able to see it. Like if you come, but yeah, so know that we are all sons. All the stars you see, there's one of them belong to you. You know. So